You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/kidsandfamily. Just go to Indeed.com/kidsandfamily right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Labor Day sale and get 35% off paints and stains August 22nd through September 4th. With prices starting at $31.84, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Okay, imagine this for a second. The slowest creature you can think of, maybe entering a huge race against the fastest ones out there.
Right.
What chance do they have? You probably think none, right? Zero.
Yeah, pretty much. Seems impossible.
But today, we're doing a deep dive into, well, a story that turns that idea on its head. It's about Shelia Snail and her, frankly, shocking win in the Annual Garden Grand Prix.
And the source we're digging into is Shelia Snail's smart race to victory. It sounds like a simple kid's story, maybe?
It does on the surface. But as we're going to explore, it's actually packed with some really profound stuff.
Okay.
So our mission here is to unpack how Shelia, a snail, didn't just somehow scrape a win. She completely redefined winning. It shows this incredible power of strategy, persistence, and using strengths you didn't even know were strengths.
It really starts like that classic underdog story, doesn't it? You meet Shelia, this kind, clever little mollusk from Snailsville, and she's got this huge dream, win the Grand Prix.
And the reaction she gets, it's immediate skepticism. You've got Speedy the Squirrel laughing while juggling acorns.
Right, classic Speedy.
And Benny the Beetle just giggling, saying her speed is like grandma's laundry.
Which is, pretty dismissive, sets the whole thing up perfectly. She's got this massive hill to climb.
Exactly. But what gets me isn't the teasing, it's Shelia. She's just so calm.
Totally. She doesn't rise to it, doesn't get flustered.
Nope. Just smiles and says, I may be slow, but I've got a plan. And right there, that shift from speed to plan. That's the moment you know this isn't a normal race.
Yeah, that's the hook. Strategy over sheer velocity from the get-go.
And the course itself, it sounds like, a challenge for anyone. The source describes it going from the compost pile all the way to the daisy patch, but it zigzags through mud, leaf tunnels, and then there's the big one, the sprinkler of doom.
Sounds intense. Definitely designed for speed, for the usual racers. You mentioned Speedy, Denny.
Right, and Darla the dragonfly, too, with her goggles and glitter, apparently, ready to fly.
So they're all lined up. The starter bell goes boop, beep, and it's just whoosh. They're off, kicking up dirt, lettuce bits, everything. Chaos.
And Shelia, what does she do?
She just slides. That's the word used. A quiet start. No burst, just this deliberate movement.
You can almost hear her thinking, right?
Yeah.
That mantra the source mentions, steady and steady.
Yeah, exactly.
What's really packed into those two words, especially when everyone else is just a blur?
Well, steady and steady. It's basically her whole game plan in 2 words. It's brilliant. While the others are zooming ahead but then slipping, arguing about which way to go.
Burning energy, making mistakes.
Totally. Shelia's just sticking to her path, methodical. She's taking deep breaths, avoiding the worst of the mud, even get this refueling on tiny water droplets and bits of mushroom she finds.
Wow.
So it's not just slow, it's intentional. Every single move is thought out, observing, conserving.
So it's more than just pacing. What were the specific smart moves she made? Because the source mentions some really interesting, almost scientific sounding stuff.
Oh yeah, this is where it gets really cool. This is where her slowness becomes her superpower. Take the puddles, for instance.
Okay.
The source says she actually paused to measure puddle depth. Why? Because too deep. Slow goo.
Huh. Slow goo. Love it.
Right, but think about it. That's actual risk assessment. She's gathering data in real time to avoid getting bogged down. It's like project management for snails,
Yeah.
avoiding problems before they happen.
That's amazing. And the wind. She even used the wind.
Yeah. Charted wind patterns, strong gusts ride the breeze. That's incredible adaptability.
So instead of fighting the conditions.
She harnesses them, a strong gust that might knock Darla off course. Shelia sees it as a little boost. It shows this deep understanding of the environment and how she fits into it, turning a potential problem into an actual asset. It's sort of anti-fragile thinking almost, using the disruption.
Okay, that makes sense. But then the breaks. Using leaf shade for cooldown breaks in a race. Doesn't that seem like losing time?
You'd think so, right? But it's actually about smart resource management, strategic energy conservation.
Oh.
Shelia gets that it's a long race. You can't just sprint the whole way, especially not if you're, her. Constant effort isn't the goal. Sustained, effective effort is. So these little breaks, they keep her from burning out, keep her focused, make sure she has energy left for the hard parts.
Like the sprinkler of doom.
Exactly. It's foresight. Planning for the long haul, not just the next few inches.
This whole meticulous approach, it really sets the stage for that sprinkler encounter, doesn't it? What actually happens there? Because it sounds like chaos for the others.
Oh, it's pure chaos for Speedy and the gang. The source paints this picture of them getting totally soaked dizzy and shouting, "My wings are frizzing," for Darla.
Right, they just charged right into it.
Yeah, reacting purely to the obstacle in front of them. But Shelia, this is where her study part pays off big time. She had, and this is key, timed her route using the sprinkler's rhythm.
Timed it. Wow, so she wasn't just seeing a sprinkler, she was seeing a pattern.
Precisely. She understood its cycle. It wasn't just an obstacle. It was a predictable event she could navigate, anticipating the volatility.
And how did she actually do it?
Flawlessly. She apparently calls out 3, 2, slide, and just zips through right between the sprays. Doesn't get a single drop on her.
No way.
Yes way. And the crowd, the worms apparently, just lose it. Shelia's in the lead. You can feel the shock. That moment is the payoff for all her quiet planning. She didn't overpower the obstacle. She outthought it. Elegant navigation.
So cool. And then the finish line. She actually makes it first.
She does. With one last steady scoot, she crosses the line just as the others come skidding in, probably exhausted and bewildered.
And the reaction.
The crowd goes wild. Daisy's cheering. Even the sprinkler, the source says, paused in awe. It's a huge moment.
And Mayor Molly gives her the medal.
The golden leaf medal, yep. And he nails the reason why. He says, you didn't just race, you used your brain and raced smart. It wasn't about being fastest, it was about being smartest. Applied intelligence.
And Shelia's own words capture it perfectly too, don't they? I may not zoom, but I sure can plan, pace, and persevere. Such a powerful line from the winner nobody expected.
Yeah, it really is. And that brings us to some really important takeaways for you listening beyond just the cute story.
Right. What can we actually learn from a snail winning a race?
Well, first, it completely flips the script on what strength means, doesn't it? Being slow wasn't Shelia's weakness. It was the parameter that forced her to be strategic.
Okay.
She mastered her constraints. She turned the slowness, the tough track, everything into data points to find the best path. It shows how limitations can actually, drive innovation and lead to better results sometimes.
So seeing limits not as stop signs, but as like puzzle pieces.
Exactly.
Right.
Which leads right into the second point, the power of being prepared and staying calm. Strategic foresight.
Shelia never panicked.
Never. She observed, planned, and then executed calmly, even with squirrels whizzing past. It's about using that calmness to actually think and stick to your strategy when things get crazy. That poise under pressure is huge.
And then there's the whole idea of celebrating different kinds of abilities.
Absolutely. Shelia's intelligence won against raw speed. It's such a clear message. Figure out what your unique strengths are, especially the ones people might overlook, and leverage those. Don't just try to be a faster squirrel if you're a smarter snail.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And it also highlights everyday science, right?
Definitely. Her timing the sprinkler, charting wind, planning the route, that's basically applied observation and using data. It's systems thinking. These aren't just high-level concepts. They're useful tools for, everyday life, even silly garden races. It's about seeing the patterns and variables around you.
It totally makes sense why Snailsville adopted that new motto. Slow doesn't mean stop. It means smart, steady, and spectacular.
It fits perfectly.
So, reflecting on Shelia's journey, this unlikely champion, It's really more than just a feel-good story. It's a serious lesson that winning isn't always about having the obvious advantages, like speed.
Right. Often it's about understanding your own unique position, maybe even your perceived weaknesses, and turning them into the foundation for a really thoughtful, data-driven plan.
Okay.
And then having the persistence to see it through, especially when things look tough.
Playing a different game, a smarter game.
That's it, exactly.
So here's something for you to think about as you go about your day. Where in your life, maybe at work, maybe somewhere else, do you feel like you're the slow one? Where do you feel disadvantaged by the usual ways of measuring success? And thinking about Shelia, how could her story maybe inspire you to look again? To find your unique strengths, the ones maybe nobody else sees or even you underestimate? How could you use your own version of slowness, maybe it's being meticulous or thoughtful or observant, as your secret weapon to tackle your own sprinklers of doom?
Yeah, how can you race smart, not just fast?
Something to definitely mull over.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/kidsandfamily. Just go to Indeed.com/kidsandfamily right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Labor Day sale and get 35% off paints and stains August 22nd through September 4th. With prices starting at $31.84, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.